as an NBA player, everyone else in midseason form. I use the term sluggish. You disagree with that?
Yeah, because those first 3 quarters, I didn't see anything sluggish. I saw a guy being passive. You saw in the postgame show when Coach Alvin Gentry told him at halftime, like, all right, I understand you're trying to fit in and go with the flow your back, but no, you got to be who you are. So like he just said, he wants to make the right play. He gets the big rebound. He pushes up the court. He makes the right pass, and then everything else kind of flowed afterwards. So, Sam, you coached him. Being around him this summer, I was fortunate enough to be able to host a rookie transition program, RTP, and that's how I got to know him those 4 days and understanding how much he loves the game of basketball, and his IQ is better than we give him credit for.
3D, most young players, when they come into the league, they struggle on the offensive end when they don't have the basketball.
Right.
They're used to having the basketball in their hand in college, right?
Right.
Because they're the guy.
Right.
This kid doesn't need the basketball. Think about something. He averaged 23 points a game at Duke on 12, 13 shots a game?
That's it.
Now think about that. So he is very efficient, and he's used to doing other things when he don't have the basketball, and that's the beauty of him. The New Orleans Pelicans not going to have to reinvent how they play when Zion Williams steps out there because he's going to do this. He's going to pass. He's going to facilitate. He's going to make hard cuts. He's going to set screens. He's going to roll hard to the front of the basket. He's going to do all the little things that are big things, but then this is the thing that he can do that's really big. When the ball goes into his hands, it's a whole nother level because when he puts it on the floor, watch the entire defense. Look, the Denver Nuggets have no idea what they're about to see right now because they only have 19 minutes of tape and in preseason of Zion Williams.
Right.
Until you have played against him and witnessed this and feel his pain that he's going to bring, you have no idea what you're in for because you can't prepare for something you haven't seen before just by watching it on tape.
Yeah.
Just haven't seen it.
One of the things that Zion said in that interview is that he was trying to find his way, and when he made that pass in the fourth quarter, he found his spot. It was a pass because
rebound and pass, he said.
Yep. You told me that 2 years ago, saying that, look, his best ability is being able to distribute. As a
Chris,
rookie,
I played him at point forward with a bunch of other high school All-Americans and point guards who are All-Americans that's playing at Kentucky, Duke, Carroll. These are type players, and I put him at the point forward position. Why? Because he can see over everybody. He can control the defender guarding him, and he's so willing to do this. And when he goes to the basket, he already knows the defense is going to collapse. And he has such good body control. He can jump up in the air and avoid the charge and contact and still make the play. So the beauty of him is he can get you 30 in a very efficient way, but he don't mind getting you 10, 12 assists in an efficient way.
You know, 3D, one of the, I don't know if you want to call it the Zion effect, but the Pelicans had been rolling. They were 11-5 in their last 16 games. Of course, they lost the game against the Spurs.
Got healthy.
We can't say that's because of Zion, but Brandon Ingram and Drew Holiday both had what we would say off games. 4 for 11 for Drew, 8 for 22 for Ingram. Do you think there's going to be a learning curve for all of those guys to learn to play together? Because it seemed like they finally had their chemistry before Zion checked into that lineup.
Well, to add to that win streak, they also got healthy, too. Derek Favors had missed some games. JJ missed some games. So getting healthy and then bringing this new energy to the team is only going to get better, in my opinion. And I think Alvin Gentry hit it on the head. Now, you're going to love this. Now he can run different things because he has a different asset now available that you could go to. So that's why Brandon Ingram talked about he's just super happy because now when Zion's coming downhill, pick your poison. Are you going to go double team? Or are you going to say, nah, coach, I was close to my man. I ain't want none of that smoke, coach.
Think about it.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what makes things so much easier for everybody on the floor now because when he touches the ball, all 5, 6 eyes are going to him, and he's willing to pass.
When I was in Toronto and the team around Chris Bosh got better, I went to him before the season and said, listen, I need you to do less offensively. He looked at me. What do you mean, coach, less? I said, look, Chris, by asking you to do less offensively, now you have more energy to do what? Pass, rebound, and play D. So think about it from Brandon Ingram. Yeah, you may get fewer attempts, Drew Holiday, fewer attempts. But guess what now? You're going to be a better basketball team because now you can rebound better. You can give us more energy defensively because now you don't have all that burden. You got another guy to spread the wealth with. So now it's going to make us a more complete and better team. So embrace this kid. Don't think about the touches and points you're not going to get. Think about the wins. Think about the opportunities to play deep into June. Think about all those things that's going to come with it. And you got a chance to be a better, more efficient player and a more all-around player, because now all that energy you just putting in one half of the court, I got news for you. Look at the Lakers. Look at the Bucks. Unless you play on the other end, you're not going to win anything. And at the end of the day, I thought we were playing for those right here, not wedding rings, but championship wins.
There you go.
I see you point to that finger, Sam. Yeah. And looking at the crowd there in New Orleans, I mean, it's been – I don't know if we've seen a non-playoff game have that kind of energy down there at the Smoothie King Center.
He will sell out 3D every arena, home and away, when he comes to town.
Put it like this. We know New Orleans is still a football town at the end of the day, but they have finally found someone. They may say, you know what? We used to be excited about Sundays. Now we're excited about every other day because Zion is here. And I think the more he gets healthy and the stronger he gets, and the first time he has that big double-double and he dunks somebody, and the whole bayou's going to be going crazy, you're going to start seeing some football minds change and start watching more basketball strictly because of the Z-Man.
You know what, 3D? You sound like some of the people that we have interviewed in this piece.
New Orleans has always had two seasons. We had Saints season and we had waiting for Saints season.
This city was dead on the Pelicans.
I think we went through a rough few years where people didn't seem, very excited.
New Orleans is a football town, and I think that the fans are waiting for somebody to come and bring basketball back to New Orleans.
Zion stays. No! That's not normal. This young man is impressive.
Zion, in one word, epic.
Amazing.
Powerful.
Unbelievable.
Phenomenal.
Electric.
Beast.
Dominant.
Magnificent.
Zion! Just probables his way right to the hole. He can go above you, around you, or through you.
He does things that I didn't think was even possible that a human can do.
We haven't seen jumping ability like that in a kid his age or since LeBron.
He's the most electrifying player to come out of college in a very long time. Must-see TV.
I was sitting in the restaurant knowing that we had a lottery, and then that voodoo magic happened, and we got the first pick of the draft.
Once we got the number one pick, this city was electrified.
Prayers answered.
With that lottery ball bouncing the way that it did, it gave everybody a new spark of hope and a lot of encouragement moving forward.
With the first pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Zion Williamson from Duke University.
When it was official that we took Zion, I was like, that's it. The Pelicans going up from here. That's it.
I was at work for about 30 minutes, and the entire bar just started screaming and losing their mind.
Napkins throwing in the air, everyone's screaming.
The luck has come to us, and Zion is here.
It was just pure excitement. And the city had faith, the city had hope. I mean, it was like our Savior came.
I dreamed about this since I was 4. And for it to actually happen, I just thank God for it.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to your new team and family in New Orleans?
Let's dance.
In the city that loves to dance, he couldn't have said the better thing. Let's dance. We dance. And we're going to love to dance with it.
Zion up against Ed Davis. He'll bank it home again. He knows where to put himself to be successful.
This young man is saving us when it comes to basketball.
Zion Williamson not only saved basketball here in the city of New Orleans, he resurrected.
This is probably the most excited I've probably been for the Pelicans ever.
We usually go to the games to see other teams like the Lakers or Golden State, but now we're going to the games to see Zion play.
This is a blessed fan base to have an opportunity to watch this young man grow.
I see superstar all over this young man.
If he works hard, I think he'd be as good as any basketball player that ever played the game.
He is going to take this league over by storm.
Before it's all said and done, definitely a top 10 player all time.
I predict Hall of Famer.
Ball throws it up. Williamson lays it down.
But this guy in the open floor is just beautiful to see.
Hey, Zion, we all behind you. We welcome you with open arms, open hands. You the man.
Welcome to New Orleans.
Welcome to the city of New Orleans, young man. We look forward to seeing you. I'll be there cheering for you.
We ready for you, boy. We know what you could do in the court. Get us to the playoffs.
You came to the right city. This is the one for you. Stay big and keep dunking funky. We want you to stay here forever.
Iron Zion, his AAU teammate John Morant looking to bounce back from a season-low 2-point performance against Boston on Wednesday. He'll take on the Detroit Pistons. Derrick Rose scored 20 points in 10 straight games, so Ja got to be up to the challenge defensively. You're watching Game Time, presented by Kia.